Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Crusader Kings 3, and last we left off, we were taking over Ireland. We had made our way here all the way from Japan, and we were now in the process of settling the island for ourselves. I'm realizing here that this chief, I really should have taken his whole duchy in one go, but I didn't, and mistakes are made. It's a thing. We are going to go check our courtiers and give them a few instructions. Our wet nurse, I want to promote. Well, let's, instill virtue in the children. And for our tutor, I want you to educate the children. And I think that's it, really. How much would a court jester cost? 0.03 a month? I don't think it's worth it. Not right now. We have a big old pile of money, but we want to have a positive income before we start spending it willy-nilly. We do, however, have a military that is mostly full. Our men-at-arms are full, and our levies are largely full, over half the way there. And I was just looking here, considering whether or not, how fast are we going to push to try to take over this whole island. The Jarl here of me, really the Jarl of just Athlone. Athlone? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But he's got this ally here way off to the east. His own forces, however, are pretty meh. His special soldiers, I think special soldiers are just basically levies. And his bondi here are interesting in that they counter light cavalry and archers. But we have cavalry archers, which I don't think count as either of these. It would be like, hey, you counter the two things that are saying here that are like what we have. I still don't think it counts. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say, you only have the one county. Let's go ahead and we'll lead these forces ourselves. To the implacable High Chief Okada Kagafumi of Leinster. Yeah, we had done this at the end of last session, right? We just got you a wife. The master of our horse, the master of horse. While this is going on, I'm gonna go ahead. Here's 72. If you weren't married at this point, you really shouldn't be worrying about it so much now. War declared from the King of England. Yeah, so this is going to be the real problem here. Rally the troops. And we're gonna go to the military and mercenaries. I'm gonna look down here. And well, let me first see. The King of England, it's really your allies pulling a lot of the weight here. I mean, you're allied to the King of Alba. who himself... Okay. We go military. This retinue. Anglo-Saxon Mercenary Company. I don't need to click off that. I want heavy infantry, gallow glasses, your Gaelic Mercenary Company. I think I would like archers. Cumbrian. And I'm going to march them. I mean, what happens? Ugh. Military. I'm gonna hire you too. We can pick this up a little. So we won that battle there. And we gotta pay attention to that. So the allied join here is the King of Alba. The Earl of Leinstern's doing well. Bormann's under siege. Unearned honor. While discussing Tomoko's progress in studying the Kiki, I praised her. Afterwards, figured out it wasn't okay. Didn't we get this exact event? You know, honesty is admirable. More so when at your own expense. You told the others that I mastered these chapters, but I've only just begun to learn them. Oh, before I can say anything, yeah. So now she's learned to interrupt us to, you know, downplay her own achievements. Well, to be fair, it's not downplaying her achievements there. She is literally being honest about the fact that she did not achieve what we were saying she did. These mercenaries we hired. Yeah, the battle's turning in our favor. That's good. I mean, it's the important one. It's the first one. Hopefully they capture him. And we can end this in one fell swoop. Okay. We can enforce demands on you, which is the guy up here. anyone that can be ransomed should be. Like, if I check our war score here, none of it's from prisoners. So, 100 gold here. 100 gold there will help. And this is also why I didn't want to overspend, because I knew there was a real chance of this happening. Captured a couple of people. They've already gone back to join the military. Prisoners taken in siege. Relations damage. Legit. Ooh, wow, what? Wow, he died in his sleep, like. Immediately. Okay, we're working towards becoming more faithful. Servants often need to be reminded of their place, and the greater their impudence or incompetence, the more forceful the reminder. Children have yet to learn this lesson, however, and Sadayoshi seems troubled by having overheard one of these reminders. This has little to do with the servant's plight, however, as Sadayoshi has only expressed distaste for the arguments and vitriol of adults. He can be calm, we can make him vengeful. I mean, calm's good. It's just less stress loss. We won this battle. I'm gonna zoom out just a little so I can see both of these sieges at the same time. If we went into conflict with you, oh yeah, you're gathering too much of a force here. How long is this siege expected to last? 5 months. I have to break it off. You've already committed to that movement. Oh. What? What was this war? Holy War for the Earldom. Our mercenaries are going to land here soon. Yeah. Unfortunately, let's move this over here. I'm gonna have you link up directly here. And go into the military tab. And hire some Pictish forces. I'm gonna double check our prisoners here. Actually, oh no, there's a river there. We lost a man in that. There we go. The majority of his forces are headed out to sea here. Maybe I should have followed those ones north. They would have been cheaper to catch. We wouldn't have to spend the gold. But you'll pay us. Leinster's under siege again already? Okay, first let's cross this way because I saw troops headed this way. We can catch some of these troops here. hopefully we'll be in time. If not, it's going to be a real pain. Maybe I should have taken us by sea. No, I think we'll be in time. Go. Our prisoners, ransom you. Finish building those trading posts. Yeah, and our militaries. Your heir is 26-year-old. You're 17. I ransomed you. You'd pay most of your ransom. You will accept a white piece. And you still have 5,000 troops is the thing. So when our military contracts run out, when our mercenary contracts run out, you're going to... what happens if I said I was to offer you one of our sons? You're not... That's not going to encourage you to take the horse demands. Now we can white peace. Yeah, I'm gonna white peace here. Greetings, High Chieftain Okada Kagafumi of Leinster. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your offer of peace. Let's put this conflict behind us. You say that as though you didn't just invade us. So, with that in mind, I'm going to immediately conquer Connacht here. Right? Our own military shouldn't be that busted. Oh, this... Yeah, we want to do it while we still have the mercenary forces. Your tribal holding is up here. I throw... Yeah, you two are not going to be enough to siege down things. By yourselves. Not in time for the mercenary contracts before they expire. I'm gonna say everyone here. Let this... Captured your son. Actually, I want to be certain about this. Oh, you will not pay for your son. Because you're broke? Because you're broke. I'm going to negotiate the release. No, we can't take you though. Okay. I wanted him in our court. The kid. Yeah. You're going to be done in a month. Your allies are dangerous, so we do have to wait here. The pursuit and acquisition of knowledge is one of the hallmarks of a worthy man, but my determined attempts to instill it in Sadayoshi have gone slightly too far. It was the fourth emperor, or the ninth. Sadayoshi replies listlessly in response to my latest question, in display of profound indifference towards the truth. Should we make him honest? Impatient. Doesn't sound good. I'm willing to say let's make him arbitrary. I think it's, you know, we don't necessarily need to make him honest. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, if you feel that you know better, then stay your course. Or, I forgot that we want to make sure you are going into learning. And you we can leave you as a diplomat. I think I'm going to have you raised by your mother. You are what? Intrigue? No, you're a diplomat. I don't want my second son to be intrigue focused. That seems like asking for a sudden change. You know what, Beatrice? Why don't you... Oh, wait, hold on. I changed you to be diplomat focused. Bow here. And we can wait a year or two. Trading posts done. You are actually quite a few things. Well, you'll give us some gold for your ransom. That's the important thing here. Uh, we can also say that we can found ourselves as a king. We can't usurp that. We still have treaty with you. This we can usurp. Wait, grant 2? Okay, yeah. First we have to usurp it. 250 gold. And we should go to our courtiers and sort by opinion of us. You. Can we find you a good wife? Grant you Mo here, and another courtier, preferably someone that has been traveling with us for as long a time as possible. Yeah, you. We find you a wife. Actually, you're quite a bit older. And we should check our council here. Learning perk available. Mercenaries have all been dismissed. Brings our military might back down to about 2,000 total. Well, including the last set of mercenaries. Which actually means I mean, you have quite a few men. Light footmen, a lot of them. That's fine. You have no allies. We only need 175 gold to create the Kingdom of Ireland. If I was to ransom you, you'd give us 50 gold to let us with the intention of, you know, trying to get out the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna negotiate your release, recruit, demand conversion, and in fact, you two negotiate release, recruit, demand conversion, renounce claims, say, why don't you get educated? Okay, first you could do stewardship and our best friend here can educate you. All we need is a few months to siege down. Okay, rally the troops. Caravan master. I'm gonna give you the job. Is it actually Chongye? Yeah. We're not going to give these people land just because they're, you know, trying to take it from us. We took it from other people. It's ours. Seeing some hybrid culture out there. In a dangerous faction. Took some prisoners in the siege. I can let the baby out. I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you come work for us, we'll let you out too. We can come here and hit their troops. Yeah. One of our men was slain in the fighting. Actually, quite a good soldier. A Muslim man that we had picked up along the way. Defend here in the marshland. You have no money to pay your ransom, but honestly, as a blade master, I'd like for you to come work for us, and we can force the lands here. That was quite the little skirmish all over the world, all over the country, and ultimately, we have come out on top, at least for the moment. And we will declare ourselves, for we hold it from, you know, one coast to the other in almost every direction. There's bits that we haven't yet consolidated, but some will be harder than others, and some we're just waiting for. Oh, I mean, we'll take that next time. But in the meantime, before that, we are now the King of Ireland. This gift will mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Chieftain Bao Chengzon of Anthelone unfolds a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Okada. You are a Tendai in name, but still, the realm should convene for a great ceremony of a coronation. There you may cement your authority and pledge yourself to Amaterasu as protector and defender of Ireland. Yeah, we can work on our coronation in our royal court next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't realize how short this episode was. I thought we were significantly further in. We are going to do our coronation, well, maybe not the coronation, but we're going to at least visit our court here. We can, now that we have some nice income, I think we'll definitely do these two, and I think the lodgings, and then yeah, might as well everything up a stage. We can now hold court, and we will do so. Descend of my vassals, Chieftain Jo Chung-han and Kimi Otome, both influential voices. Oh, Kimi Otome. Oh, your father, you know, he had you and then died soon after. You're a pretty young girl. Take after your mother. The elderly chieftain, older, steps forward. My Tendai, I've come here in the presence of great and the good to put Otome to rights. Clear the priests have gained far too much influence in the kingdom, disregarding the communities of peaceful cooperation that are key to our strength. I'm sure you agree with me, my liege. I'm sure it's not, like, let's be real, it wouldn't be Otome doing this, she's 3-year-old. It would be her mother. Who speaks the Norse language, which we don't. I assume she probably knows some other language, too. Our daughter here just spinning. Rituals. You're both invaluable. I don't understand what I'm saying here. You know what? You're both invaluable subjects of mine. My vassal, Chieftain Ed, who is one of the Irishmen that was already ruling an earldom that we took over, approaches me, crossing his arms like he often does. My Tendai, I have a brilliant idea. How about we host a fair? Yeah, we really want to. We'll hold a big fair. Even if it puts us into debt, we want to increase our cultural acceptance. My Tendai, my steward, takes the I have an idea to improve taxation. You can send surveyors to question your subjects about every property. If I want to improve taxation, I can just ask for more taxation, which will piss off our direct vassals, but we are in debt, and I don't want to spend money even if it gets us anything, so my business here is done. And let's move right along. Oh, I forgot. Our military. I'm going to go ahead and station you up here. You're where we station... No, no. We go to our military. You get stationed down here. And... Oh, you're not going to be getting any bonuses, so you can get here. And with all that in mind, I can go... Oh, we can't declare war while I'm dead. Okay. We've not held a coronation. We could create an accolade. And perhaps we should... You are quite the man. If I wanted you... You're 28, she's 28. Well, hold on. You're a nicer person to be around. Nobles of the War Party, Tender, Disciplinarian, Vassal per contribution, Valiant. Valiant is army damage, that's very nice. Most Honored of the Chosen. And like I said, secondarily, Huntsman. Yeah. Valiant, Huntsmaster. Okay, so we have an accolade out there. We do have too few spouses. So if I said women, I mean, we can take you as a wife. You're... I don't know how you ended up here. I'm not sure who these men are. They may have been travelers of ours, but you aren't. So... let that fire. Okay, then we don't have to look for another one. 3 is enough. And we can wait for a little bit on our coronation until we get some money back. On the day when my daughter Okiko was born to my wife Mitsuko, my benign daughter. Benign, that's such an odd... Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me. And that House Okada stands strong. The eagle falls before the sword, I whisper under my breath. I can't afford... As much as I would love to give you a gift right now, Okiko, we can't afford it. You... are... I'm gonna have you focus on stewardship. get taught by our best friend. The Tandai of Ireland. Years have passed since your ascension to the throne of the Kingdom of Ireland. You are the true sovereign of these lands, the protector of the people who dwell in my realm. The chieftain Bao Chengzon of Anthelon's words are filled with conviction. His concern for my realm is genuine. Yet your brow is still bare, not graced by an anointed crown, your hand empty, bereft of blessed regalia. While none might dare to challenge your rule, you must have a proper coronation, lest I fear about the future of Ireland. Well, okay, fine. We can host a coronation if we can afford it. I don't know why it shot us way over there. Waterford. It's a capital, so it's a fine enough place. Yeah, we're missing the money to do so. Our steward had something to say. As I'm hit by a sudden crave for a snack and can't let a single servant, my musings are interrupted by the apprentice of my steward, Tendai. What are your thoughts on the war that is ravaging our neighbor, the Sudrejar? Countless refugees occupied Annandale are trickling through our borders. Could this be the solution I was craving for? I mean, it'll reduce plague resistance, but will, you know, prop up our development. I'm fine with that. Here we are. Tomoko's coming of age. She's ill for her birthday, but with her coming of age, my tuition of Tomoko is at an end. Always a clever child, Tomoko. Always a clever child, Tomoko proved time and time again over the course of the studies she has a natural affinity for the careful planning, more than a little misdirection. She's a child. Queen Mitsuko's contributions towards her education cannot go unmentioned. We're gonna pause this. You have a guardian, as do you. So our youngest will be educated by us. Excuse me. And we'll get a diploma. Excuse me. We'll get a diplomacy education. Mercenaries have been dismissed. Our physician is getting better. And oh, it gets better right before she dies. The man who likes us the most. Zeta the Strange. Harsh words from our son, Sadayoshi. He's been calm and arbitrary. Children have yet to learn this lesson, however, and Sadayoshi seems troubled having overheard one of these reminders to the incompetent staff. His cardinal concern seems to be with admittance of fault. If the servant lied, they would be less likely to be punished for their failing. So we could leave him deceitful. He is our heir, our oldest son. Or we can make him vengeful. So rather you have turned out a little nicer, and I think we could have switched out Arbitrary with something a little nicer, but... Only a weak allow themselves to be slightly slighted thusly. Go ahead, get your vengeance. Our daughter here should marry a man matrilineally. You're quite a bit older than her. If I focus on inheritable traits, I get nothing. So instead, I'm gonna look for some of all skills with an age difference maximum of 5. Oh, well, you're like... We went 10. There's very few people that are within your age bracket that'll marry you. It's all lowborn. Generous but vengeful and impatient. I think Vintan's actually, he's just a nicer guy. It's fine to tank our, it's our faith that we don't want to tank. Oh, people are just sick all over. If I asked you to convert, you'll agree. Good. Good, good, good. Port Grandeur is stabilizing. Yeah, you're... I don't know why that's not there. It'll go away when the offerer dies. Now, you've pushed all the way up into Alba. You're at Hadrian's. You're past Hadrian's Wall, aren't you? Yeah, here's Hadrian's Wall. You passed Hadrian's Wall. And that's making me concerned. But we are no longer in debt, which I think is a good enough time for us to actually take our break. As I was saying a little earlier, before we, I realized we had more time to consolidate our kingdom. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time where we will continue playing Crusader Kings 3, where, as we saw from the invasion from King Alfred here, we're not, assured at anything right now. So someone could definitely just come in and take our whole kingdom, kick us out, and we'd just be gone. But we have more or less gotten the kingdom under our control. There's a bits that we don't, and we need to do a proper coronation and be seen by the people. But, as I was saying, all of that's for next time. And I'll see you there.